All right, guys, it is time to start working on Bravo. The time has come. Super excited to be working with Kryptonite, Method, BDS, and Nitto. This thing is gonna turn out great. We've got some catching up to do from Kyle and Taylor's truck, so let's get this thing on the lift. Let's go. All right, guys, we just wrapped up the rear end on Bravo. So we've got the upgraded sway bar end links. We had the track bar relocate bracket in the rear, as well as the new track bar, and upgraded to the new Fox shocks. This kit retains the factory coils, which is pretty cool. So we threw those back in there. Got our new bump stops, and that is about it. Time to tear into the front end. This is gonna be a little more involved, so let's get to it. All right, guys, we are on the next day of the Bravo build. We've got the front end torn apart now. This is not a standard bolt-on kit, however, so we did have to do some cutting, grinding, and sanding and painting. So we got the upper and lower spring seat sawzalled off, got the new holes drilled in on the upper and the lower, thanks to Dave. It's looking great. It's painted black now, and now we're ready for coilovers.
Heavy.
All right, guys, we just wrapped up the front end with Dave. We got the new tie rod drag link. We got the full coilover suspension put in. Everything went together nicely with a couple bumps in the road. That will be standard with the welding and grinding that we had to do since it is not a bolt-on kit. We're gonna get this thing down on the ground, tighten some things up, get the new wheels and tires on, and head off to alignment. All right, Bravo is off the lift and on the ground. We've got the brand new wheel and tire set up. It's a pretty aggressive offset, but personally I think it looks great. We are gonna have to do some trimming, so we're gonna do that off camera real quick, and then we're gonna send it off to alignment.
Okay guys, we have phase one of Bravo complete, and I'll tell you what, it's a little bit bittersweet. As much as we absolutely loved having him around working with us and pretty much becoming the point man on this entire build, as you can see, it's me, Kyle, and not Bo doing this video. Bo's off to college, so while you will see him on some social media stuff still going forward in the future, you probably won't see his face in front of the company truck as much as you like. We wish Bo the best, but we're also very excited that he can still kind of dabble in a lot of the social media stuff while he's at school. So a couple things I wanted to go over with this build Bravo before we dive into a couple little modifications we had to make was the manufacturers that kind of made all this possible. Huge shout out to BDS who provided us with a suspension kit for it. As you guys know, we've done a ton of Ram builds in the past, and I'll tell you what, this thing rides like an absolute dream. As always, top notch, phenomenal kit that came from our friends over at BDS along with Kryptonite. They did a wicked awesome suspension steering upgrade on the front of this thing. More to that in the near future. Little foreshadowing there. So stay tuned for that. And then the last two, can't go wrong with Method Nitto. It's just such a good combo. We got the bronze Method wheels on here and wrapped them in our absolute favorite tire, the Nitto Trail Grappler in a 38. Now, we did the BDS kit, did Kryptonite, Nitto, 38-inch tires. Thought it would clear everything, but as you can see, we went a little bit more aggressive with the offset on these wheels than we normally would. I personally think it makes the truck look really tough. I love how it looks, and a lot of that goes to another shout out. Our friends over at CW Wraps did an amazing job taking our black truck and turning it blue for us for that Patriot Series build. So CW knocked it out of the park, but back to those 38-inch tires. Problem we had, with that more aggressive offset is we did get some rubbing. So we'll get some B-roll shots of you showing you where we actually did the trimming on this. We had to trim the rear just a little bit and the front just a little bit. Dave did a great job doing that, so you can't even notice when you just take a look at the truck. But we got bigger plans for this truck, a lot more things coming down the pipeline. I'm really excited to see kind of what power we can get out of this motor with a lot of the changes the Ram has made with the powertrain and the transmission on this. So there's going to be a lot of first to market stuff, a lot of testing, but hopefully you can get it all here first. Hope you guys like the build. We'll see you on the next one.